What is great sin?
Be lying and betraying your friends.
A great sin is lying because it's one of the 10 Commandments.
Killing innocent people.
Great sin is blaspheming against the Holy Spirit and premarital sex.
Don't do it, kids. Don't pause it on me. Don't do it.
So, what do you think of when you hear the word pride?
It's bad.
Think of like a pride of lions.
People who are really arrogant and talk about themselves a lot.
When I hear the word pride, I often think of someone being really proud of their accomplishments and really being excited about the things that they're doing and really taking ownership of the things that they do. Of course, there's the negative side of pride, which is somebody who has a lot of fluff and believing in what they're doing, and they maybe don't deserve that. But we'll go with the positive association being I'm excited for what I've done and I take ownership for what I've done.
Does pride lead to every other sin?
Well, I think pride is a reason for sin because if you think about it like in everyday life, people like with pride they become really condescending and they want to make sure that everyone else isn't as good as them, so that leads to like sin and like evil thoughts.
그렇습니다. 왜냐하면 욕망은 모든 죄의 시발점이기 때문에.
Probably not, because if you think about Adam and Eve, I don't think pride was one of the main factors that led them to sin.
What do you think of when you hear that pride is an anti-God state of mind?
I think that if you're a prideful person, then you don't really rely on God. You're relying more on yourself.
Well, probably if you're like super prideful and like really cocky, then you're like not being godly, and so that's what it is. Anti-God state of mind.
When I hear that pride is an anti-God state of mind, I think about how pride it's mostly selfish because you want to hold yourself up, and like all you're thinking about is yourself and just how you look and like your appearance.
Well, I think because God and Jesus and everything, they represent selflessness. Pride is kind of selfish, so it makes sense that it's kind of the antithesis of one another.
I agree with the statement because as a Christian, you denounce yourself as a sinner, and with pride, you say that you are you're not a sinner, that you're better than everyone, that you're higher than God, and yeah. So
I think of Lucifer first of all because well, pride was the original sin back in heaven when Lucifer was still a beautiful angel. He had all this pride built up in him. He felt that he was better than God. Since we can't think that way, we shouldn't think that way because it's pride, and that's what Lucifer did. That's what sent him to hell.